Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Slave from Urobo land in the name of Mayor Bodoro is sent message to Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa is telling the Nigerian government to stop drilling the oil that does not belong to them. Leave that oil for that region. The slave, a paid slave, is now ranting, flexing muscle, telling you how powerful it would be if Simon Ekpa and his group ventures to stop Nigerian government from taking the oil free of charge and giving them nothing in return. A slave, the worst man I've ever seen. Look at this. He's flexing, ranting, and saying as if he has the whole power in the whole world, whereas his region has been so devastated, so impoverished, a God enriched region that has no drinking water, no potable water, no good roads, even overhead bridges to cross their rivers. No, they're using boats, even as I speak. No fertile land, everywhere is oil polluted land. Eh? Government has been taking all these things. Nigeria you're hearing today is that oil. And then some people want to help them to get up. Instead of them to key in and stop Nigerian government, hence is not benefiting them, to stop the drilling of this oil that does not belong to the Fulanis in government in the name of one Nigeria. I've told you that one Nigeria is a scam, and you say divide and rule. Instead of them to support those that are supporting them, they are rather issuing warnings that Simon Ekpa should stay clear. Allow governments to take what they're taking and give us nothing. Let me read what I have here, please. It is very, very interesting. He said the mayor of Uroboland and notable leader of ex-agitators, Ishankpe Israel, aka Akpodoro, has warned a group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, to stay clear of oil facilities in Niger Delta region, saying the region does not fall under the southeast region of bloodthirsty insurgents. That's what he's saying. Just hold on, I'll keep reading. All right. Odo stated this in his country home at Ueli, Delta State, over the weekend, sequel to a reported threat of attacks by Simon Ekpa-led group. Listen, Abodoro said no group or organization has the monopoly of attacks, noting that Ekpa should restrict his killings and attacks to where he belongs, using his dumb followers to destroy Igbo land. That's what he said. Ekpa, he noted, is a fugitive who lacks the interest of his people at heart, stressing that the Niger Delta region does not pander to such barefooted threat, as he warned of their consequences should there be any attack linked to his group in the region. Right? He said Ekpa, the Finnish-based truculent character, should come back home to see what he has turned his region to a place of scorn. That's what he said. Eh, the Bar the Baregulo Ugeli South-born Delta State born mayor said it takes a coward like Ekpa to stay abroad and be issuing threats to where he called his homeland, stressing that no single IPOP insurgent, imagine, will survive such criminality if allowed to be carried out. He maintained that Ekpa and his cohorts would learn what he described as a new lesson should they extend their banditry to Uroboland in particular and in Niger Delta region at large. According to the vociferous mayor, the so-called IPOP is biting more than it can chew, And the earlier the Nigerian security forces put a final stop to the menace group, the better for the nation. Members of the at large, that's what they're saying. The same country where their court of competent jurisdiction has fined Nigeria for calling IPOP proscribed is still calling IPOP proscribed. This is a gutter media. I'm just reading it for you to see how gullible these people can be, how they hate truth, how they hate help, how they hate everything that will work for them. Look at this. He said the members of the outlaw IPOP, he noted, are not only the ethnic group in Nigeria, adding that there are so many ethnic nationalities in the country, wondering why the IPOP miscreants won't allow peace in a sovereign state such as Nigeria. Somebody in Nigeria said there is peace when massive people were killed in Plateau, and there is no security agent of Nigeria that will say what happened and who did what, or has any solution to the stoppage of such menace. Is calling Nigeria a peaceful state. When even the Ansaré Kobo from the region is now lamenting that they are dying, that this government does not benefit them, that their oil is gone. Every day, Ansaré Kobo is online crying. All of them are Beleme Fula, stomach infrastructural people. Hence, he can pen down some gullible and useless things. He will go and be paid by the government. Write more, write more, write more. That's what they will be telling this slave you're seeing now. Because the man is a foolish slave, I can say. All right. He said, I believe the federal government can do better than it is doing at the moment. No group has the power to stampede a nation of over 200 million people and the world's most populous black nation on earth, you see. He said, who is Ekpa that cannot be reined in and dealt with decisively by the Nigerian government? The mayor queried as a call on the National Security Advisor to the President, Malam Nuhu Rabadu, to cause security agencies to flush out criminal elements from the country's socio-political space, including Southeast geopolitical region. He stressed the same way Obasanjo flushed your brothers and sisters and killed them because of oil that God gave to you is the same way you are telling the Fulanis and the Yorubas to kill people from your region. A foolish slave I've never seen his type before. Yes, let me continue. He stressed that should any attack on oil facilities in the Niger Delta be linked to IPOB insurgents, that's what he's saying, there will be equal and opposite reaction from Niger Deltans. I know. We know. Pointedly, Mayor Akpodoro stated that should Ekpa and his confederates blow up any pipeline anywhere around Urohobo land, we shall also attack the business interests and locations of the people in our land. He says such criminal actions as threatened by Ekpa will attract immeasurable consequences. I know. Okenulo, ndị Okenulo kekwanụ n'ama, you have muzzle against your co-regional person, but you don't have muzzle against the northerners who have gold and personalize their gold. They have minerals and precious stones everywhere, scattered in the north, and they personalize it. A hungry looking Apodoro, a hungry slave, that their region have nothing like food to eat, no potable water. Yet the northerners supply food and you buy it expensively while they are using your oil to build Niger Republic. And yet you're sitting down there and be ranting. We know all of you, the haters of peace, haters of progress. Yes, infrastructural stomach people. We are continuing because the truth is coming that actually Those that call your leaders from that particular region are your problems. Yes, because I know in this big government, there are so many Niger Delta people that say, oh, we are clamoring for Biafra. Of course, the woman that apologized the other day from brig ministerial list is from that region. And yet they won't do as if they are hearing all those things. You understand? Let me continue. He said, in this contest, everyone should take the gauntlet of soldering. Also, my call goes to Tantita Security Service to be on the watch for miscreants who may wish to attempt any negative action on our national wealth. It's our national wealth. Look at that. We will teach Ekpa and his men a lesson they will never forget. It takes nothing to be stupid, but the fact that we choose patriotism over anarchy shouldn't make criminal elements issue threats against our nation and her wealth. Our national economy is fragile at the moment. What makes your national economy fragile? I ask. He said, let me read, sorry. Our national economy is fragile at the moment, and whoever threatens it further is a common enemy. Our security agencies should roll out their arsenals against all misguided terrorists across the country. The renewed hope is our national agenda, and that we shall defend with our last blood. Slave, you have written so very well for your masters. Now the Britain will clap for you that, oh, foolish people are still dwelling in that region, oil blessed region, and yet they are foolish and the poorest on earth. Oof, my goodness, my goodness. I want to read a particular reply. Oh my God. Somebody said, you don't have sense. Gary, look at your region. The most undeveloped oil producing region in the world. Because they give you 1 naira and everything is okay for you. Mumu, 4 days ago, I was in Delta State, Olodu community. I saw people who you don't know exist, even the government, because there is no government presence there. And when people talk on their behalf, it becomes a threat. Yes, it becomes a threat. You see? Well, that was how they betrayed Nnamdi Kanu. Asare Dokubo's hand is in it. Hopu Zodema's hand is in it. Ndị Fulani riri unu eri, Igbo, I mean, South, Eastern region. Eriri unu eri, you are confused bunch of people. Confused bunch. That's who you are. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, you must continue in your one Nigeria. But I tell you, Fulani will take over your land. Fulani will displace you. Fulani will finish that your oil and pack it to Niger and some other African countries. And they will go back and they will enjoy their oil. Leave you devastated. That's the vision. And that will come to pass. Especially the Niger Delta people. They are haters of Igbos. Yes, you see him venting. This person will never speak. Even when Tinubu orders they dry up of that oil, he will never speak. They will be rather asking for 1% or 2% or 3%. Whereas 97% will go to Fulani land. Ooh, to Fiakwa. To Fiakwa. Nderi. Now what? Well, my people, we must continue. We must have to continue. Thank you.